the beginning of time, according to the old Greek legend, when the Titan god Prometheus bestowed gifts upon the animals, he apportioned to them qualities that would fit them for a useful and active existence. First, Prometheus gave them courage to meet the vicissitudes of life, followed by speed for the chase, strength for combat, and sagacity for the successful outwitting of their enemies. In effect, Prometheus equipped them so well that he had nothing left to bestow upon man. The dog's sagacity is more akin to the wisdom of man than the cunning of animals, and nowhere was this distinction more clearly shown than in the distant Neolithic era, when the first tamed dog allied himself with primitive man. Dog and man were competitors and preyed on the same wild beasts for their survival. So they struck up a friendship, combined their strengths and abilities in a symbiosis, so to speak, and became co-hunters. The dog knew he needed man more than man needed him, for the dog had seen the arrow which sped faster to its living mark than the legs of a dog could ever hope to achieve. Man showed dog the warmth of hearth and home, much drier than the den in which he slept. Moreover, man did not eat dog flesh at that stage of his existence, and consequently the dog was in less danger of being hunted himself than any other animal of that era. The dog, then, had more to gain from his friendship with man than would man as a result of any friendship with the dog. So you can see and appreciate how the dog's alliance with man was the wisest thing that he ever did. Of his own volition, he placed himself on the winning side. The dog himself would be the very last to deny it. He is an honest creature. In return, dog gave his undying devotion and became man's servant, guard, and best friend. Dogs came to be divided into two classes: work dogs and leisure dogs, the latter being taxed as luxuries, while the former had their tails docked to denote their economic usefulness. Fortunately, that phase of taxation only lasted a short time, and now the docked tail means little more than a specific breed custom. Today, man has achieved an incredible degree of affluence and enjoys a relatively easy lifestyle compared with his ancestors from the Stone Age. The dog, too, now enjoys his share of laziness and luxury, though through no ingenuity of his own. Time has simply left the dog with very little to do. For the most part, he has become an object of pride as each owner strives to show off a better dog than his neighbor. There is little doubt that the dog's coat has become one of his best bids for public favor, since its color and its quality attract many a passerby, no matter what their particular interest in dogs may be. The Paw Soft Grooming Guide will give you easy, step-by-step proven methods that will bring about spectacular results for all to enjoy. Paw Soft has been in the professional grooming business since 1979. Throughout the years, Paw Soft has prided itself on the quality and professionalism of its grooming. From that experience, as well as extensive participation in the dog show world, Paw Soft has not only developed a grooming philosophy, but a simplified method as well. This introduction to the Paw Soft grooming method will discuss three aspects of professional grooming: what is a professional animal stylist, a definition of professional conduct, and doing a professional job as an animal stylist. What is a professional animal stylist? Anyone can call himself or herself a professional animal stylist. However, simply saying it does not make it so. There's more to grooming than just clipping the hair off of a dog or putting a dog in a tub of water and rubbing soap around. A professional animal stylist is a professional who has formal training and a developed expertise in the styling and cutting, either to breed standard or owner specifications, the coats of dogs and cats. In addition, a professional animal stylist possesses knowledge of the general care, safety, and well-being of animals. How do we rate an animal stylist? The most common method is as follows. 40% is based on knowledge, correct preparation methods, correct bathing methods, while 50% is based on handling ability. This represents an important aspect of grooming because each dog's personality is different. Handling involves learning how to determine the best method for controlling and relating to each dog. The last 10% is based on the nebulous thing called talent. How much better are you than the next stylist? The Paw Soft method is based on a combination of all these. A good animal stylist with some talent will make a better than average stylist using our methods. A good animal stylist with talent will make an excellent stylist. Professional conduct. At Paw Soft, we believe that an animal stylist must display certain attributes in order to be considered a professional. Professional conduct is behavior that reflects a high standard of self-discipline and adherence to a strict code of ethics. In the field of professional dog grooming, professional conduct requires that an animal stylist have a pleasant, cooperative, and respectful attitude towards clients and co-workers. It means that the dogs groomed will be treated humanely while they are in the animal stylist's care. Lastly, it means that a professional animal stylist has confidence in his or her ability and pride in the finished product. Professional conduct also includes the animal stylist's relationship with the dog being groomed. Have patience. You gain nothing by throwing the dog around while it is being groomed. Force does not work with any animal. There is, however, a need to be firm, and that is fine. Do not get upset with the dog if it messes in the cage or on the grooming table. Do not blame the dog or mistreat it. Just clean up the mess and treat the animal kindly. This approach will make it easier to handle the animal after the area is cleaned up. Never throw a dog in a cage or slam the cage door after placing it inside. Either action will frighten the dog and make the animal more upset when you start to groom again. These are the actions of anger and are simply unacceptable in a professional setting. Doing a professional job. To do a professional job, you must have a thorough knowledge of how to groom all the different breeds into their breed-specific cuts. Each dog deserves special attention and proper grooming. To accomplish this, every animal stylist must realize early in their career that there are no shortcuts to complete a professional groom. The paw-saw method will produce exceptional quality pet grooming only if you follow the steps as outlined in this book. The requirements we have specified for a complete groom must be followed scrupulously for the groom to be considered a paw-soft professional groom. The methods described in this book are for the average dog. When it comes to preparing dogs for the professional dog show ring, there are definitely different techniques involved. These are intended to bring out qualities and to hide faults, or hand stripping or carding is performed on the dogs rather than clippering. The mark of a truly professional animal stylist requires that you be able to groom each dog to the specifications of the owner in conjunction with your knowledge of specific breed cuts. This represents the paw-soft method at its best.